There were many Jews in Niederzissen, and my father and his sister, my Aunt Carrie, were the only survivors, I thought. And it is because of Brunhilde that I now have over 20 relatives all over the world. In fact, I met one this weekend from Israel, Asher Friesen. Brunhilde started in the 1970s when she wrote to my father, Richard Berger, and asked him if he had any pictures. This man, who was so scarred by what had happened, never had any non-Jewish friends. We didn't know non-Jews. We didn't speak to non-Jews. And for some inconceivable reason, he sent her his original photographs. To this day, I don't understand why he sent them to this stranger, this non-Jew. It must have been something he read in the sincerity of her words. For the next 40 years, Brunhilde climbed through attics, dug through archives, climbed into dusty, dirty basements to get to know every Jewish family in Niederzissen and their descendants, the dead and their descendants. She has introduced family members to me and other family members to them to me we didn't know existed. Now I have a large family. Not only did Brunhilde rehabilitate the cemetery, the Jewish cemetery, but she also absolutely refused. This stubborn, tenacious, gentle, but unstoppable woman refused to let the synagogue become a condo. And she was the one instrumental to have it rehabilitated. But she didn't stop then. With the assistance of Bridget Decker, she wrote an encyclopedic book of all of the Jewish families that lived in Niederzissen for hundreds of years in peace. Brunhilde has dedicated her life to, and her book single-handedly preserved the memory of our families. My family, which had been wiped off the face of the earth, now has a face, a home, and a voice. With all the hate and intolerance all over the world, Brunhilde and people like her, individual people who refuse to ignore what is wrong and want to make a difference. Brunhilde made others sit up and take notice. This is what she started, and this is what we all so very much need to do. Her work gives us hope that generations to come will live in peace and harmony. On behalf of the entire Berger family, and most importantly, for my daughter Vanessa Berger and all of our other relatives that I did not know exist, and for all the generations that will come in the future, we will be forever grateful to this woman. I love you. Thank you.